Please welcome back to the mountain stage, Mr. Patterson Hood.
So do what you're told without a fuss. Run the errands and load the bus. Don't forget to give a damn about us when it comes to leaving time. Add 3 hours to the old time zone. Faces on the Jetsons telephone. Sing your songs and then bring it back home. Sing your songs and then bring it back home. It's nearly leaving time.
Larry Groce, mountainstage.org is the place online you can hear the show if it's not on your public radio station. And you want to hear this show today. We're down in Athens, Georgia, one of the world's centers, America's center certainly of music. And we're here with a man who's lived here for, what, 20 years now?
18 years.
18 years, Patterson Hood. You may know him best from his work with the Drive-By Truckers, but he's here on the show today as a solo artist. Always going to have some friends with him.
I thought about the way things change and how she used to be. Guess I wanted that girl again. Guess it wasn't meant to be. She had a warmth about her that could not melt an ice cube. If I could go back in time, I'd bring you back a Quaalude. Pollyanna does not live here. Pollyanna does not live here.
The exciting thing is, today on the show, you're going to be singing some new things.
Right, premiering some songs off of, I just completed a new record a few weeks ago, and be coming out probably a couple months after this gets broadcast. So.
Perfect timing for us. So what are these songs? How many songs, first of all?
Well, I'm
on the record.
On the record, there's 12 new songs, and I wrote it in a really short period of time last spring. I wrote the whole album, actually even sequenced it in the writing. I mean, it was like,
that's
it was like by the time we went in to cut it, I had a very specific thing in mind for it, and it's a anyone who knows our band, we have 3 songwriters at any given time in it, and so our records tend to ramble and sometimes be a little long, but this is a pretty concise record.
Her like blue. But I'm just something she's got stuck to the bottom of her shoe. And when she's through with me, I guess I'll follow through and wait for something new to stick to. Pollyanna does not live here. Pollyanna does not live here.
I read that you were a band guy. You've been a band guy forever.
Yeah.
What, since high school or before?
For sure, always. I think I had pretend band. I think I had imaginary bands before I had a real band. So I feel like all my life I've been in a band, whether I really had one or not.
And the Truckers have been going for a long time.
Mike Cooley and I have been together over 26 years.
With the Truckers and a band before that?
We had several bands for that. We had a band called Adam's House Cat for 6 years, and then several others between the two bands that were kind of ill-fated. And we've had the Truckers for 16 years as of the spring.
15 days till I get back home. Lock the door and throw away that phone. I'm always lonely, but I'm never alone. Hush, little darling, close your eyes. Hurts the price for being alive. Hearing your sweet voice on the line. Don't mend these empty arms of mine.
How is it different, you playing as Patterson Hood than it is you playing as Patterson Hood in the Drive-By Truckers?
It's you know, the band is very much musically. It's very much a democracy. I mean, I'll bring a song in and I throw it out there, and what it becomes, it becomes.
Yeah.
I don't really exert much input as far as the specifics of where it goes. You know, it's kind of you throw it to them and see where they go, and I'm always amazed where it goes. But for this, it was a very specific project. I wanted it very. It's a much quieter record.
Now I'm holding you here in my arms, trying to shelter you from harm. And everything's crazy and wrapped up in shiny. Problems so big and you're so tiny today.
So this is, I mean, really, truly a concept album in the sense that you had a concept when you began to put it together.
Pretty much. I mean, it doesn't tell us a specific story, maybe, but it's very much about my family, and it was written at a time, and I knew that my great uncle, who was a big part of raising me, was about to be passing away, and he actually did pass away while I was working on the record, as did an aunt of mine that I was really fond of, and so it's kind of that whole idea of generations, taking my children out to the old homestead place where my great uncle was born and grew up, and where I grew up, and taking them out there and then watching them play out there in that old house and stuff, and it all kind of syncs up with that.